Alright, I just forgot to mention, how do you collapse these multiple viewports? If I go back to my original one, left click hold on the little triangle, and then I drag it, left click hold, drag it into the new one, and that'll disappear. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take a flat plane. I'm going to add an image to it. This is great for signs, posters, like images that you want to have, like maybe on a TV screen. Shift A. Actually, I want to be back in object mode because I don't want those two to be together. Shift A. I'm going to add my plane. I'm going to R to rotate. I'm going to lock it on my X. I'm going to type 90. There we go. Guess that works. Move it over here. So that's 90 degrees. But I want to change this into not so much a square, but make it a little bit more rectangular. So I'm going to go back to edit mode. I'm going to have my edges segment selected, bump that up because the image I have, it's more of a rectangle and it's vertical. So I kind of want to keep that in mind. Do that before you start adding or doing any texturing to it or adding material to it. So I have that set up. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to mark my seam. So when I'm in edit mode, I'm going to mark this as an edge. So I hit Control plus the letter E, and then this comes up, and I'm going to mark seam. So now that's marked. I'm going to right click on the next one, and it turns red. Control E, mark seam. Control E, mark seam. Last one, Control E, mark seam. Okay, so once all the seams are marked, I'm going to A to have all this selected, type the letter U, and then we're just going to do a regular unwrap. Excuse me. Okay, hasn't really done anything. I'm going to left click drag, get another viewport out. Excuse me. Then I'm going to go ahead, click on the 3D view, and I'm going to change this to my nodes. I'll switch it to my nodes. And I like to do the same thing I did before. Tap the new. This time we're adding an image, so I'm going to Shift A. I'm going to be texture, image texture. I'm going to link the two together. I'm going to go to open, go to my desktop. It's called sign, JPEG. Click open. Okay, so that image supposedly has been applied, but I probably when I go to material, you're not going to really. Oh, look at that. You can see it there, but we need to do a little bit more work because it's really funky. You can't really change it here. You're going to have to go do your UV image editor. Okay, so I'm going to place the image in here and I'm going to go to open, desktop, sign.jpg, hit open. Okay, I'm going to zoom back off. And see, you can see now, oh, look at that. This is reflecting this. It's not the correct size. It's got some issues going on here. So the first thing I want to do is, it looks like I need to rotate this, but you're not rotating the image, you're rotating the face. So I'm going to select my face here, down at the bottom. It looks like it's actually highlighted. I'm going to tap the letter R, and I can rotate it. So I'm going to, as I rotate it in the UV editor, I think that's about good. I'm going to tap the letter G to freely move it. And that's okay. It's backwards because on the other side, if I go here, I bet it's just going to be the right side. So it just depends on which direction you're looking at it. So now it's in the correct direction. Now I need to change this because obviously it's a little short here. So I'm going to go to my segments. I'm going to right click on a segment. I'm going to tap the letter G. I'll move that up. I'm going to adjust it and look at there. It has been applied to this plane. So now, if I wanted to add a wall, I could go ahead and hang that on my wall right there to make that a sign. Okay. I'm going to collapse this, so I'm going to left click, hold, and drag it into the new one. And then, see? It's on both sides, but I only really need the one side. But yeah. That's how you do that for a single plane.